position 8. Finn Cleveland, car number 18 from 9th. Nigel Colvin will start from 10th in car 42. James Robinson, he will start car number 8 from 11th on the grid. Fedu Taiwa from 12th on the grid in car 95. Shannara Stronach, car 21 from 13th on the grid. Ross McKinnell will start from 14th in car 96. John Sivright from 15th in car 14. Tony Eulenberg will start car number 28 from 16th on the grid. Jason Scott, car 88 from 17th on the grid. Adam Evans, car number 98 from 18th. And rounding up your field of 19 cars, Alan Chapman will start car number 44 from grid position 19. So, folks, the anticipation is building. It all comes down to this. Round 7, the Hydrolink War of the Wings here at Central Motor Speedway. The scene is set. Will it be Joel Myers Jr.? Will it be Jacob McIntyre? 30 laps to decide the series for 2022-23. All about to get underway here. They circulate at the moment behind the Hydrolink pace car. Get up on your feet, folks. The 4 wide salute here. Forget the rest. Here's the mainland's best. Ladies and gentlemen, it's feature time for the stars and the cars of the Hydrolink War of the Wings Sprint Car Series.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this?
Alrighty, race fans, set and ready to go. It is the Hydrolink War of the Wings final round here at Central Motor Speedway. The moment you've all been waiting for. As I mentioned before, there's an air of anticipation. The scene is set. Daniel Anderson on the inside. Car number 44, Joel Myers Jr. on the outside. Of course, it's Anderson that's brought Joel Myers Jr. down here to New Zealand for the summer of Speedway. Those two cars, both sponsored by the Ranch Bar and Grill, lined up. They share the front row. Rangi and Duff from row number 2. Green flag awaits them. 30 laps of action about to get underway here, folks. It is the Hydrolink War of the Wings feature final. Myers Jr. off to an absolute flyer. Daniel Anderson drops back to second place. Connor Rangi's not having a bar of it. He wants to get up front. Anderson almost goes around. Colvin's off to a flyer on this one. He's up to third place. He's picked up a handful of spots early. And he's right up there as well. McIntyre's dropped a couple of spots in this one early, the 88 machine. Oh, big contact on the wall for Anderson. He's still hitting the wall. He's all over the shop in car 44. Managed to pull up. But out in front, Bryce Jr. heads off down the back straight. Connor Rangi chasing hard. Then we go back. Zach Buchanan in third place. It is car 43. He's off to a good start as well. Then it's Colvin, Anderson, Matthew Anderson, Daniel Anderson, Steve Duff Jr. He's fallen down the order in this one here. So a lot of work to do for the likes of Duff and McIntyre. McIntyre with Scott and Cleveland up ahead of him. But Joel Myers Jr. at the moment, a 14.815, fastest lap of the race. They're into lap traffic early in this one. Myers Jr. heads down the back straight. Sivreich just ahead of him at the moment. In fact, it's Chapman. He's going to make a move on Chapman. Has a look on the inside. Connor Rangi starting to really close in on him at the moment. Rangi, if he gets a sniff, he'll be right on to Myers Jr. They're side by side down the main straight. Shannara Strong in there. Here comes Connor Rangi with a look down the inside. He's got the job done. What a move by Connor Rangi, the lad from Nelson. Myers Jr. He's coming back at Rangi. Couldn't quite get the job done. 22 laps to run. Hydrolink War of the Wings feature final. And it's Connor Rangi, the Dalton-sponsored car from Nelson, who leads this one. About to come onto the main straight. They both sneak past Finu Taiwa, the Warrior. Joel Myers Jr. trying to clear himself from that lap traffic to have a crack at Connor Rangi. Rangi comes through. Myers Jr. in second. Uhlenberg, he's another lap down. Buchanan in a distant third at the moment. Then Anderson, Matthew Anderson. Duff's come back. He's picked up a couple of spots. Oh, there's a car upside down. Down there in turn number 3. So we've gone red here, folks. That car upside down in turn number 3. Cannot see who that is from here. Just trying to see who's actually missing out there at the moment. Could well be. Is it McIntyre? But a big rollover down there. Bringing this race to a stop with 19 laps to run. Massive battle out front with Connor Rangi, Joel Myers Jr. going toe-to-toe lap after lap. Crash crew down there pretty smartly in that one. So just had a message come through. It is Jacob McIntyre, car number 88, the man who was sitting second in the War of the Wings series. Absolutely gutted for the young bloke. He's certainly matured, come of age this season in sprint cars. Not the way he would have wanted to finish his War of the Wings campaign. They put a lot of hours into that car, of course, being right at the bottom of the South Island there down in Invercargill. They cover pretty much the most Ks of anyone in the series. Massive commitment from that team. Hopefully young Jacobs all good down there, the silverback. Whole race so far from start to where we are at the moment, but absolutely lightning fast. The speed that those front runners caught the tail of the field, it was within 2 or 3 laps. It was absolutely scorching. So good to see Jacob McIntyre out of the car, walking down to the infield. Put your hands together, folks, for young Jacob McIntyre. Good young talent and a name that I'm sure will feature at the top end of the Hydrolink War of the Wings over the next few seasons. Doing that long, lonely walk across the infield there. But good to see him walking away. A lot of damage to that car. Of course, a lot of the damage on these cars can look very, very superficial. Those wings take a lot of the impact. But he really went over. So we'll get these cars fired up once more, folks, and back into action with Connor Rangi leading this one here from Joel Myers Jr. and Josh Buchanan, your top 3 at the moment. Of course, that there for McIntyre really lets Matthew Anderson in with a shot to grab that second spot in the Hydrolink War of the Wings. Of course, folks, as we mentioned, and we've mentioned it all night, April the 9th, of course, this coming Sunday, Easter Sunday, we have the King of Cromwell across all grades here at Central Motor Speedway. Also that teams race, the Southland Spartans, travelling up State Highway 6 here to Cromwell to take on the Central Coyotes for the Fast Lane Spears Trophy. First time it's ever been run for. That'll be the first race here on Sunday. Looking forward to that. And of course, King of Cromwell, also the Phoenix Demolition Derby. That'll bring down the curtain on the race season here at Central Motor Speedway. So we get the cars fired up once more. Conarangi, Joel Myers Jr. to do battle at the front of this one here. Then Buchanan and Anderson, third and fourth. The gas man, Steve Duff. He's come back well. He's in fifth place. Daniel Anderson behind him. Then Nigel Colvin, Finn Cleveland, Jason Scott, James Robinson, Adam Evans, Tony Eulenberg, Fedu Taiwa, Alan Chapman, Shannara Stronach, John Sivright, and Ross McKinnell. That's your race order. Car number 88, Jacob McIntyre, out of this one. Be a tough old sport, motorsport. It's a great thing when everything's going well. There can be an absolute heartbreak when it's not. And I really feel right now for that young bloke down on the infield there, McIntyre. I can see a few people there. One of the crash crew just had his arm around him down there before. He'll be pretty upset, Jacob. You can hold your head high though, mate. You've had a great season, a good campaign, and certainly turned some heads in doing so. So you can be proud of that, the whole team. So it might just take 2 or 3 laps here to work out who is where they should all be lined up. But Conarangi, he will have clear air in front of him. Of course, all those cars that he was battling with before, those lapped cars, will no longer be in front of him. It won't be long till he's back with them again. We've got 19 laps to run for the last round, of course, of the Hydraulic War of the Wings for 2022-23. Once again, a massive thanks to Hydraulic. A big thanks to all of the sponsors that have jumped on board throughout the season to support this series. And also a pat on the back. Well done to all the organisers of the Hydraulic War of the Wings. Hopefully we see it back bigger and better 2023-24. So lights are out, folks. We are set for a start. 19 laps of action. Conarangi, Joel Myers Jr. set to do battle once more. Rangi's not wasting any time at all. He's on the loud pedal early. And he's bolted away from Joel Myers Jr. Oh, there's another car gone round. This is going to cause another incident down here. Is that Anderson in car number 44? Looks to be. May well be Cleveland down there as well. He had absolutely nowhere to go in that one. Anderson went around. So Conarangi, as soon as that green flag moved, lights come on, he was gone. He was on the loud pedal, not wasting any time whatsoever. Myers Jr. just missed the jump on that one. Myers Jr., I doubt he will make that mistake twice in a row. He'll be reading Rangy. He'll be all over the back of him. So good to see Cleveland back up and running once more. He's impressed me tonight, car 18. Good young peddler. Came through the 6 shooter ranks. Of course, Daniel Anderson started from pole. He won the dash here a little bit earlier on tonight. Sure if they're going to restart that car or whether or not he will go to the infield. So Anderson asking for the restart. He will join the tail of this field. Going from one end of town to the other. Of course, Anderson, he was in all sorts of trouble at the start of this one here. He hit the wall down here on the main straight and basically rode it the whole way down to turn number 1. Managed to keep it back on track, though, which was good to see. Look at Buchanan. Buchanan trying to stalk Joel Myers Jr. He's been a standout tonight, Josh Buchanan, car number 43. The gas man, Steve Duff Jr., tucked in behind him. Then Matthew Anderson, car 16. He's still in with a sniff. They've taken out the hydraulic bore of the wings. A faint chance, if anything, but still a chance. Cleveland goes to the infield. He's out of this one here. That's unfortunate. Looks like Anderson's trying to work his way up the field into some sort of spot mid-pack. Ducks in between Scott and car 8, which is Robinson. Still 19 laps of action left to run in this one here, folks. The final race, the 30-lap feature final for the Hydrolink War of the Wings. Of course, Brooklyn Joyce will be hoping that Connor Rangy can take this out to earn an extra $200 thanks to Jack's Tyres and BF Goodrich. Untidy start there, so we've gone orange or yellow once more. So as I was saying, of course, Brooklyn Joyce won $100 a little bit earlier on thanks to BF Goodrich and Jack's Tyres for picking her favourite driver. Now, of course, if Connor Rangy happens to win this race, they get an additional $200 bonus. So at the moment, with 19 laps to go, not looking like a bad investment at all. So Rangy Myers Jr. set to resume this battle at the front row. Rangy on the gas early once more. Nice move by Colvin there. He's grabbed a spot off Anderson early in this one here. Caught Anderson napping. And Duff He managed to make a way past Buchanan as well. So there's all sorts of strange stuff happening out there at the moment. Looking very, very congested in the middle of the pack here. These cars just trying to sort themselves out on track. While out in front, Connor Rangi is trying to race away from the young American from California, Joel Myers Jr. The gas man, Steve Duff Jr., he's in third place. Then we go back to the young buck, Josh Buchanan. Buchanan's gone to the infield, he's out. Mechanical issues for Buchanan. So Anderson, Matthew Anderson that is, now moved up a spot. Daniel Anderson trying to find a way around Nigel Colvin. Car number 44 on the outside makes a beautiful move down the outside of Nigel Colvin. Then we go back to Adam Evans, the Hydrolink car. He's looking racy with 15 to go. We're halfway through, folks. The final round of the Hydrolink War of the Wings. Oh, Rangi trying to sneak past Fedu Taiwa. Taiwa almost went right over in front of where Connor Rangi was directing car number 57. So there's a car now between Connor Rangi and Joel Myers Jr. It's Fedu Taiwa. Rangi goes to the outside of John Sebright, the Pro Ben car number 14. So he's pretty much keeping a car between himself and Joel Myers Jr. But here comes Myers Jr. Rangi caught up behind Chapman, has a look on the inside, gets it done. The rear disc on Chapman's 44 machine, absolutely glowing at the moment. Oh, Chapman, is that Chapman into the wall down there? Car number 44 hit the wall hard. Down there in turn number 3 and 4 manages to get going though. Wouldn't be surprised if we see damage on the 44 car. Daniel Anderson now battling with Adam Evans. Rangi comes through. They put a lap on Jason Scott. Joel Myers Jr. about 3 or 4 car lengths behind Rangi at the moment. Fastest lap of the race, 14.332 for Connor Rangi. Rangi under all sorts of pressure. We've got 9 to run here, folks. And this race has come alive. Connor Rangi struggling to get past Ross McKinnell, does so now. Myers Jr. does also. Robinson, he's next in the queue. Myers Jr. having a crack at Rangi. They're down there in turn 3 and 4. Here comes Myers Jr. right round the outside. Can Rangi get a run on the inside? He can't. Myers Jr. takes over the race lead in this one here. It took traffic to get it done, but the young American snuck through, and he's now driving away from Connor Rangi. Onto the main straight once more. 6 laps to run. Myers Jr. leads. He's trying to find a way past Stronach. He's down the inside of Anderson. Connor Rangi, there's about 4 or 5 cars between Rangi and Myers Jr. Steve Duff, the gas man, still holding 3rd place. Last time around, Joel Myers Jr. had a couple of second gap to Rangi. It's now 3.3 seconds. Myers Jr. was patient. He waited till they got to traffic. He found a gap. And he absolutely drilled that gap. Myers Jr. still out in front. Comes past the control tower once more. Couple of laps to run in this one here. The final round of the War of the Wings for 2022-23. The white flag's going to come out for Joel Myers Jr. He led the series coming into this round. The only round that he hasn't won is the one that he wasn't here for. And he's put in a masterful display of driving. He is your 2022-23 War of the Wings champion, Joel Myers Jr. Does the job here at Central Motor Speedway. Well done, young fella. Connor Rangi He put up a fight. It wasn't good enough on the night. Comes home in second place. Steve Duff Jr., the gas man, home in third. Ahead of Matthew Anderson. Daniel Anderson got up to fifth ahead of Nigel Colvin. But folks, you have witnessed absolute talent out there tonight in the Hydrolink War of the Wings. Put your hands together as he circulates. Joel Myers Jr., 16 years of age. And he is your Hydrolink War of the Wings champion for 2022-23. Absolutely incredible drive. Well done, of course, once more to all of the drivers, all the crews of the Hydrolink's War of the Wings. Massive thanks to Hydrolink, all the sponsors, and of course all the organisers of the series. Myers Jr. takes it out. Connor Rangi acknowledges Myers Jr. on the way through. Your top three are still out there, circulating at the moment. Had that stoppage midway through, of course, McIntyre's rollover. There's your top three, folks, going down the back straight there at the moment. Make some noise, put your hands together. Fans out there, they're on the horns, they're waving, they're cheering. They've witnessed something pretty special here tonight as they park up in front of the control tower here. Your top three cars, Joel Myers Jr., Connor Rangi, and the gas man, Steve Duff. There we go, folks. Done and dusted. What a feature final. Don't forget, of course, we'll have tomorrow off, eh? We'll be back here on Sunday. King of Cromwell, looking forward to that Demolition Derby as well. Thanks for coming out tonight, folks. You've been an absolutely fantastic crowd. Hope to see you back here on Sunday. Joel Myers Jr. climbing to the top wing of his car. Put your hands together, Cromwell, for Joel Myers Jr., winner of the Hydrolink War of the Wings.